All right, welcome to, again, another fun Friday. This is week 11 in our 100 weeks, so we are trucking right along here. Tonight we have a really fun stitch. I know several people have heard of this stitch, so I hope for those of you that already know it, it's a little bit of a review. For those of you that are learning it with us, something fun. It's called the popcorn stitch. Tonight, going to be using a different brand of yarn. I typically use the Red Heart medium weight. But tonight I'm actually going to go a little bright here, little bright colors. This is another one that I like to use. I love this yarn. It's been around for a long time. I'm using this because it's super soft. It's very, very, very flexible, very lightweight, because the popcorn stitch is very, very dense. So I want to switch from the Red Heart to this for this one. This is a good yarn for this type of style of stitch. So we'll be using the I Love This yarn. This color, if you like the color, is called Luma Light. So there you go. Found at Hobby Lobby. It's a brand Hobby Lobby carries. So there you go. Needle, as always, I like to use my H when I'm doing beginners. It's kind of in the medium, so it's H 5mm. This is such a trusty needle. I use it a lot. All right, for the popcorn stitch tonight, what you want to do is chain in groups of 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I have chained 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I've chained 20 here, and then I've turned, chained 1, and single crocheted in every stitch back. So you'll start your project like that. If you need to pause this video or come back and join us after you do that, that's fine. But to start this, chain in a group of 2, in a multiple of 2. I did 20 for this project. If you're following along with me, then you're going to turn, chain 1, and single crochet all the way back. So now we're at the end here. We're ready to turn again. So we're going to turn. We're going to chain 1. It does not count in our stitches, but we're going to chain 1. And then, not in this first V, but in the second one from the hook, this one right here, you're going to single crochet one more time, just like that. We're ready to start the popcorn stitch. In this stitch right here, this next one over, I want you to put 5 double crochets. In that stitch, you're going to finish all of them out, just like you would. Remember, you yarn over, go in your V, pull through. You have 3 hoops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. That's the double crochet. So we're going to put 2 more in here to make 5. And it's going to look like that. You're going to undo your needle. Don't lose this loop right here, okay? But undo your needle. Over here in the very first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one right here, I want you to go from the back of the project to the front and put your needle underneath that V of the first double crochet you did. I want you to grab your loop that you left and pull it through like that. There's your popcorn. The popcorn should be pushed out to the back of the project. If you see that, okay? To the back of the project is where your popcorn should be pushed. Then you're going to chain 1 and single crochet into the next stitch. Okay? That's what it should look like. It's pushed out to the back. It makes a little nub. So in this next one right here, again, 5 double crochets. One more to get our 5, all in the same stitch, just like that. 5 double crochets, just like that. Again, let go of your hoop, go back to the starting one right here, from the back of the project to the front, put your hook under that V, grab your beginning hook that you left off, pull it through, chain 1. Next stitch into the next V of the row, a single crochet. Just like that. Project should look like this from the back and stay pretty flat. From the side like that, and from the front you can see those popcorn balls sticking out, little popcorn balls. So again, all the way across, we want to do that 5 double crochet in the stitch, let go and hook the beginning one to the end one, and then single crochet next. So right now we're doing that 5 double crochet into the same stitch. We let go of this hoop, we go back from the back to the front underneath that first V, grab our original hoop, pull through, and chain. Single crochet in the next row. 5 double crochet in the next one. Again, the double crochet you yarn over, go into your V, pull through. You've got 3 on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. Sometimes as I get going, I forget what stitch I'm using, and all of a sudden I'll notice I'm singling instead of doubling, so I like to just remind in these videos as we go, that's what I'm doing. Again, let go of your hook. From the back to the front under that first V of those 5, pull through and chain, and then single crochet. I'm going to remind everybody that we started a YouTube channel. I had lots of people in class ask me about that. So if you check us out on Facebook, or you come to the local classes and you're interested in those videos being on YouTube because that's your preferred platform, those are now on there. I think 27 or 28 of them are on there. It takes me a little while to go back and put those on, and of course there's a daily limit, so they will all eventually be on there in the next week or so, but we are on YouTube now, so those of you that like to learn that route, you have that option. Here we're back to the popcorn stitch itself, so we're putting in those 5 double crochets to make the popcorn ball. We let go of that hoop, we go back into this first one of the 5, pick our hoop up again and pull through, and then chain 1 to finish the stitch out. Right here next to it, the next stitch is just a single crochet, and then the next popcorn goes in the next one, 5 double crochets. This is a 2-row repeat, which is, you'll find out, similar to lots of the stitches we do on Friday nights. There's always a bracing row kind of in between to help space things out. On some of these stitches that can be like this, real dense and close to each other. So this is the, right there I lost my hoop. So when you lose your hoop and pull it through, don't panic, just find the hoops that got lost, and readjust. You can always pull out a stitch if you can't readjust, and then just fix it like that. We're getting close to the end, so you'll see how to turn here in a second, and then what the next row is going to be like in this double row stitch. You'll have 1 stitch left here on the end. Go ahead and go in it and put a single crochet and turn. So as you can see, the popcorn stitch, the back is flat from your side, what was the front. Now you're working this angle, and there are your popcorns right across there, sticking up off of the pattern. It's a very 3D texture to this stitch. You can see I've got 8 little popcorn balls across there. So now the second row of the repeat is really, really simple, which it usually is a single crochet row. We have that happen a lot, where the row that we do in the middle of the actual stitch that we're making is a single crochet row. It's also always the beginning row in some of these. So I want you to look. This popcorn is in 1 stitch, okay? Remember, we put the 5 doubles in 1 stitch together. So when you're going back, that little chain that we did is not a stitch, okay? We're going to chain 1 to go up a row. These are stitches. This is a single crochet stitch, because we're not going to count that chain as a stitch. This is a stitch, a single crochet into here. But right here, this popcorn, he's just 1 stitch. So single crochet into the top of that chain stitch that we made, and then the next right here where the single crochet was, that's a stitch, because you don't want to gain stitches, okay? Don't get confused in the top of that popcorn that there's more than 1 stitch. He's only 1 V. There's only 1 V to that popcorn, because you put all of those double crochets into that same stitch. So lots of people may try to do a stitch here and a stitch here. That's not what it is. That popcorn is 1 stitch in itself. So right here, this popcorn, there's only 1 stitch that you want to do right there in the middle to keep your stitch count. Then you can see that single crochet stitch is right there. So that's a stitch. So you'll put a single crochet in there. Again, the next stitch is a popcorn ball. You just want to put 1 single crochet into the center of that popcorn ball, and then go into that single crochet from the row before, and single crochet all the way across, making sure that each popcorn ball is only 1 single crochet. I've had lots of people that have tried this stitch and messaged me and been like, I ended up with extra stitches, and I look at their work and the pictures they send me, and that's what it is. They've tried to pick up stitches because of the popcorn ball. It's got all these stitches around it, and right here it gets confusing, but he is only 1 stitch. When you do the popcorn ball, you're putting all 5 of those double crochets into 1 V. So he is only 1 stitch. And that will help you in the long run when you're trying to figure out your stitch count. That way your stitch count, like if you're doing the stitch count with me, you only have 20. You should only have 20 single crochets on this row here, only 20. So there's your popcorn row, and there's your single crochet row. So we're ready to turn again and do more popcorn balls. So we're going to chain. We're going to single crochet to start off, and then we're ready for our popcorn. So 5 double crochets into that first V. It's actually the second V on this row, but into that same V. When you get 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need 1 more. We're going to pull our needle out right here, and we're going to go back into this first V, from the back to the front, underneath that V, go under this hoop, pull it through like that, and then do a quick chain 1, and then single crochet right here into the next V. And then you're ready to do the next popcorn, which is 5 again. So I'm going to stop here and turn it around, give myself a stopping point in just a second, and show you what it looks like. You just alternate these 2 rows. That's the popcorn stitch. Do the row of popcorn, and then do a row of single crochet, and then do a row of popcorn, and then do a row of single crochet. So let me finish out this popcorn stitch right here, and then I'll single crochet, and that will give me a stopping point with my thread. So I'll pull it kind of loose so I don't lose my hook. And there is what it looks like once you get 2 rows going, and you're just going to have a bunch of popcorn balls, however thick you want your pattern to be. So I'll finish this out, and it'll be a little quilt square for the quilt, but that's the popcorn stitch. I hope you enjoyed this. Keep going. Let us know what you use it for. You can implement 1 popcorn or a few popcorns every so often into any pattern that you're doing. So if you're doing a scarf and you want to have these little popcorns pop up throughout the scarf, do it. If you're doing a baby blanket and you want to spell out the letters of the baby's name, or even just the word baby in the balls every row, write yourself how many stitches it would be before you had those popcorn balls, and use this stitch that way. This stitch is really fun to add lettering or dimension or even a little embellishment to a project. It is a denser stitch, so it uses a lot of yarn, so that's why I always recommend using a yarn that's pretty light and flimsy, really soft. But it's a really fun stitch to do, and it looks really cool overall into a lot of projects. I hope you had fun this Friday, and I will see you next Friday for another stitch. Happy crocheting!